A tripped flame rollout switch can cause the furnace blower to run continuously because the control logic often uses that switch as a safety interlock tied into the fan circuit. The flame rollout switch monitors for flame or hot gas escaping the burner chamber, and when it opens, it can send the furnace control into a fault or safety mode that may leave the blower on to provide continued venting. Technically, the switch is a normally closed thermal device that opens when exposed to excessive heat, and then either latches open or signals the control board depending on the design. If the control board interprets the open circuit as a call for continuous ventilation, it will keep the inducer or blower motor energized until the circuit is restored. Check the wiring diagram on the furnace data plate and trace the switch wiring to confirm whether it is wired in series with the blower relay or to a continuous run input on the control board. To diagnose at home, turn off power, inspect the switch for obvious discoloration or melted housing, and test it with a multimeter for continuity at room temperature. Then restore power and observe whether the device cools and the circuit resets. Always pair an electrical test with a combustion safety check because the underlying causes that trip the switch include persistent flame rollout due to incorrect gas pressure or a cracked heat exchanger, which create hazardous combustion. Byproducts. Common mistakes include resetting the switch without finding the cause, which simply masks a potentially dangerous condition. So always inspect burners, venting, and heat exchanger before resetting. Another frequent issue is miswiring during a repair, where the switch ends up bypassing the intended control path. So verify wiring against the schematic and correct any incorrect connections. A third problem is replacing the switch with an incorrect temperature rating, or a low-quality part which will trip too easily or fail to trip. Match the original specifications and use a durable replacement to ensure proper operation. We run bighomeprojects.com as a place where homeowners can find local contractors and where contractors can find work, focusing on connecting people based on project needs. We also host an active discussion community so users can ask questions, share experiences, and get practical advice about furnace safety switches and other home systems.